Seriously, he also looked at him. Master has never met. Is the support that the Kier trader brought to Sao. The capital is also speaking now. This person is also strong. The devil nodded. I know him. He is the god of war. The capital of the Ming dynasty. There was a war. Alone against 4 disaster-class people. It's a little surprising to hear that. Alone against 4 SAO disasters. While they were talking, they didn't notice. There's a little centipede in the back right now. Slowly approaching the coffin. Move to the 10 side. After a long chase, he's a little confused. Don't look around. No, this street is too quiet. Clearly the surrounding houses. There was no less breathing. Maybe there's an ambush. Right now from the houses next door. There is a sound moving out. Kill him, follow the sound. From the house, there were countless brass monks. The 10 heroes were immediately surrounded by them. The school quickly appeared in his hands. Immediately turn the school. Then plummet to the ground. Shout up. The 100 soldiers perform homicides according to this shout. Beneath the land there are countless mirror blades. The brass monks are coming. They were immediately killed. Recovery is also in progress. Slowly approach behind you. 10 is very fast to touch. Turn your head and look. Then immediately turn the school. Stab towards the enemy. The tiger is not hiding. But still keep up the momentum. A right straight chest 10 good hit too. Both of them were hit by the enemy. Then quickly separate. Recover the corner of his mouth, full of blood, watching his opponent laugh. So mortals are still mortals. You think I ate one of your balls? If you hit one of my punches, it's a good deal. Big mistake. 10 good people staring, he asked. Please teach Cho to restore the smile deeper. Body like this. I have as much as I want. Sacrifice is not worth it, but you mortals are different. Just be touched by me. I guess this battle is over. Looks like you're still not conscious. How serious is this? Speaking of which, he shouted. Assimilate for me. But no matter how he screams. Then the 10 perfect bodies are still standing there. There's no change at all, recovery. The smile on her face immediately disappeared. Wrinkled eyebrows uttered. How can this be 10 good? The air on my body suddenly flared up violently. Laughing stupidly, you don't understand. You're wrong, this boy's body. It soon became a part of my kingdom. Finish talking behind your back. The 2 hands of the king immediately appeared. Then the school flew over. Straight into the chest of the tiger. The tiger bit its teeth and screamed. Don't be hasty. Follow his shout. Inside a house behind 10 benevolent. Then a black shadow flew out. The sound of the tiger. From that direction continues to sound. It's just the land of a small world. Just a human being reaching the peak of the age. In a short time. In front of the world, I dare to be arrogant. 10 goodness quickly turned people up. The school stopped in front of him very quickly. From the inside, dark shadow body photo recovery has again appeared. He just showed up. Immediately gripped the tongue Lao too. Actively attack 2 people. Immediately plunge into the evil war. The trade is riotous and relentless. After a while, 10 good things come out. Next, when you are in recovery, you drop it off. 10 goodness, a lance handle. The other hand pulls out the knife on the side. A stab in the recovery heart. He glanced at the enemy, laughing contemptuously. This is what you call the primal power. It doesn't matter. Is the war in the world at a disadvantage? That's why the high gods are in heaven. Like you. Eager SAO, or you and your friends. Has met with unpredictable resistance in this world. It makes you feel confused. Even if you start to doubt your plan. It can be done or not. Doubt of war in the world will end because of your 7 total defeats. Or not. That's right, before you come to this world. Has chosen the Buddha to incarnate in the heavens. It's not that you're actually afraid of death. So, to deliberately choose this kind of protective power, recovering listening to the enemy, poke a while. I was so angry at Kim. Big brother screams, shut up. He's trying to commit suicide. He was struck by a blow from the king. 10 good-looking explosion in the distance smell cold. I knew you would use this one. At the same time under the earth, 10 good and evil lie is also going through the glass on the table. Watch the battle. See, recovery is defeated so easily. Your eyes are wide open and your mouth is wide open. That's the Ming. Why not wait for you? When he finished speaking, Chen interrupted him. Sao can be easily crushed by weapons like that. You want to ask this, right? 10 kind bewildered nods. Evil lie quickly answered. Because when the fairies of the world come down, mortal, it's actually going to consume a certain amount of power. Like this kind of road that invites God to incarnate. I can only use a little magic. The same trick is related to yourself. In legend, in this world, unorthodox sacrifices are a little better. It can be adjusted legally, or his work in this world. Depending on the type of animal. 10 good questions, so there's a way not to have too many restrictions. There are, you can retain the power of your body when it comes down. Evil lie replied with reincarnation. Or rely on the super ritual for help. To break the boundaries. Christmas Lin. 10 virtuous faces are still bewildered, just asking. Taste in Lu, Than Kier. It doesn't seem like either one. That day, why? What is the current reality? Lai calmly explained. I haven't hit it yet, so I can't even guess. It will be a little stronger. Compared to conventional disasters, to be honest, he's pretty strong. And because of Sao, he was beaten, so tragically, it's because of his discipline. 10 good people are surprised to ask what the next treatment is. Because martial artists aren't afraid of group fights. Gas requirements are also very low. The only downside is, it's hard to deal with the enemy outside. This Arhats, I just missed this trick. This also means that, if he wants to win, he must fight a close quarters war. It's about melee. Even his own is here. It's not sure if there's a win. Let's not talk about the current state of the chicken. Let the brass monks go. Was wiped out by the 100 dance soldiers. Exchange trade to find opportunities to use Buddha nature. It infects your body and soul. Your body and soul are alive. Belongs to the government. People say this is not heaven. What is remediation? On the side of the city, Poppy's centipede hasn't crawled to the coffin yet. It was stopped by the wind. The devil saw that it was a little strange and asked, why? The wind turns around and answers a little trifle. Don't need to pay attention, you keep going. The cold was beaten down. Stay here. Suddenly, a sip of fresh blood. He looked up at the South Pole. 7 books. The master at the pole has discovered my hidden centipede. We have to think differently. We're going to start the backup that the Avalokitesvara left behind. The body turns into countless small centipedes. Canopy out around. After a while in a remote part of the city. It is far from the serious people. At this point, the body slowly gathers. He then took a straw man from Ra's chest. This is a companion puppet. This is a creature created by God. Take a look at it for a moment. Then say, guilty, and finally snatch the head of the puppet Ra. This side, after listening to the devil talk for a moment. Very surprised, he asked the sure one. They're preparing a super grand Christmas ritual. You want to invite a great man down from heaven? They're busy talking without even knowing it. The body of the lady according to the movements of the... She has also left her head now. On the side of the dormitory, after snatching off the puppet's head, the Kier puppet's body flew up, spinning in the air. After a while, the sun's rays appeared again. After a while, his eyes slowly opened and he woke up. When I woke up, I looked at the box. The backup we left behind has been activated. Emperor 7 used to carve the sword. She shook her head. You're not oppressed, you're someone else. If you hear that, it's amazing. Then we have to take it back to my body. Let's make it clear, after all, I had failed before. Can't resist the 100. Worry about it. But our forces are in Liao City. It's been pushed to the bottom. On the other side of the mountain, they also encountered strong enemies. You don't pay much attention. It doesn't matter. The 8-point battle is still there. We can still start the cannons. Just find another chance. Immediately finish speaking the law again. Start the stray gun. But he did decide. No matter what. Then the iron chains in front of the maple. Still not moving. It is also difficult to understand the two big eyes. There was no reaction. A while ago, on the side of Africa, after stopping the counterattack, 10,000 soldiers standing on the head of the land provocation. If you have any more tricks, use them. It's extremely annoying to hear him provoke. Two eyes wrinkled, gritted his teeth and stared at the enemy. Then you put out your hand and yell, "Get down here for me." Follow his movements. The sword that was stuck on the ground suddenly flew up. Then straight. 10,000 soldiers are standing on the head of the earth to fight. 10,000 soldiers quickly jumped up and dodged. He is also very active right now. Amazing 100 soldiers dance. There are other ways to use it. That's interesting. I want to get it more and more. Then he took the axe and rushed up to actively attack. I think Fan Q is a little surprised. Again actively attacked to find a way to close Sao. You don't think much either. A long sword appeared in the hand. The army is frantically attacking. And counterattacks only know how to avoid defense. Just hit him and excitedly screamed. Why are you always on the defensive? Come and kill each other. Hear these words of the enemy. Fan Kai turned his head and glanced at the solid earrings in the distance. Take advantage of this enemy. 10,000 soldiers with an axe held high, a trickle down, immediately flew the enemy away and smashed a house. And then spit out an angry spit. Fight with me and pay attention to others. What a loss of interest that mortals are so arrogant. Sao. Constantly being provoked by the enemy. Now one of the eyes is turning red. You are the one who found yourself dead. Then quickly out of the wreckage. On the killer, the air doesn't hide it all flares up strongly. The army saw that without any fear. On the contrary, I'm very excited to laugh. I'm finally getting serious. He just finished. Then he appeared in front of him. The laughter on his face immediately disappeared. Instead, it's a look of extreme horror. Before the speed of the enemy, Don T give him a chance to react. Two long swords in the counterattack hand, stabbed straight at him. The counter flag came into the enemy's ear, laughing coldly. It's so weak. Enraged, thousands of soldiers brandished axes up and slashed down, but the reaction is incredibly fast. Immediately back behind to avoid. Then another sword appeared in his hand. Without any hesitation, kick hard on the ground to get momentum again. I can't wait to see the army at this moment. It's stupid. I told you. The strength of the traitor. It's not just monopolizing top-notch education. The army is marching at this time. Completely and overwhelmingly counterintuitive. He's out of hiding. He's constantly advancing. Just after a while, the army of 10,000 men planted more swords. Binocular joint to eyes squint aesthetic. Actually compared to the 100 soldiers. Their veins are even more remarkable. The cycle also stops now. No more attacks. Look at the enemy's body full of swords in front of him. You are pleased to nod. Maybe it's okay to get to this level. 10,000 soldiers looked at the boy opposite. I can't believe the aesthetics. Are you kidding? Why is it so fast? We can't catch up at all. Don't give him much time to think. In his hands, a bow appeared. Follow your bow movement. A sword quickly appeared. When the army saw that, they woke up. Then I reluctantly tried to raise my hand. Catch the sword that's shooting at Kier. After successfully flinging the long sword Kier Ra, the soldiers stared at the enemy in anger. He has hit me in this form. He wanted to shoot me with a sword. You are insulting me. He just said a few words. In his mouth, fresh blood continues to spray out. I'm not going to be able to stand anymore. I don't care if the bow goes up. This time it's an arrow, not a sword. The army saw that the enemy was preparing to attack. Half on his knees to the ground, try to implement Ra Fairy can dig dung. The counter flag let go of the arrow line immediately, like a fireball shot. There was a powerful explosion. The rocks are beaten, the dust is scattered. You can't see the enemy's condition clearly. He quickly picked up the bow. Then take out a piece of jade from your chest. This thing is called a newly activated jewel jar. Range arrange round ignoring all obstructions. Appeared in your eyes. This thing, it's a little bit like the way I'm being strict. 10,000 soldiers are hiding behind the earth statue. He drew the sword on his body. Just quickly deployed the eye god. When you determine the position of the enemy. Then quickly perform the 100 soldiers dance. Scarecrow sword. He immediately appeared at the top of the army. To the cry of the traitor. Weapons like Theme Loy immediately fell to the place where the 10,000 soldiers were hiding. By MTNI. Ncheg Mnheg Ao Kim Kier, Kpank, Li Kchiang Mount Fan Nom Tereng Ngo, Kvnk IV Trong Thi, Kche Mu Knt Kun Gi Ra Lin, Hn Kch Cbn Trong Seeth, Hn Ta LV Tieng, Uti and K16 Kuk. CNGI Ibit in Vi Dan Hu, Chin Turn Song Toot, M Dong Sich Vazut, Hin. Hn Ta LP, TCBY Ra Turn PHP, Satria Ho Lai, LM Schich, HGGTN Sieng, Kpank, 2TNNY SAON Thi, I'm Nui, CP NY MGI Tara. Nu LC Nita Chum, HN Mount BC, Hin Ti Shik Chain Biao Kim Mzui N. Mun Siu Sieng Kchieng, Siu Ni Na Ri, PANK, PHXang KHKM NH7 Byth Sieng CCKBT Eng, Kchiang NH Ter Eng SAO Chen Thun. L do VN KHTT, Hey L do HNLMCIG, Them Lane na LC Re. NGHNYCU Li Lane, na GI Te Trin Beach Bindin V. Ao Kim Turng, Thang, Li Lane na PHOT Sieng Inch IPAeng. M Dong Sich Thy Vith CI Len, BDG Thi. Ao Kim NHTI Li Mount VN, na PHT Ra. NHEGM by MTNI, then VNK Kun. VNNGI, BNH and VSTI, M Dong Sich CNH MP. NILVDG, Return, Psi Chi Ho Lai, NY. Chen HLVPHGE Bichbindin V. Mi Si to Ra. Va Sich TK Cheng, MUTI Li K Chieng, Eng, T Trong Ming Fan Ra, HN Tanan Cheng La, Te BT Ming Li. So Mount LT, TM, Thi, and NH Mi Lik, NH and NH Kian Li, QTL and NGI, Bien Kier Eng Cheng NH, N Na. Mo TIGIP I to be Thang Sich Tieng Ri. NH Kian Li and CICI NKH NYLM Dung Sich SAO. Si Ri Tu Tiang NY Va N Iva T Tin Li Cheng Bien. PHNK PHAXA Thy Vi Them NGH K Chiang Cheng Hi HPH Vi Now NGH NY Li Lane Na Thi Trin Beach Bin Din V. Tip HGG Thang PHNH Kian Li and MNHTI. NH Kian Li NNH and Siang K Chiang MVN Then Ni and TTBC I Beach Bin Din V Ka PANK. NHTI, Ho N, to N K Chiang C Mount CI and ONH to Eng C, Mount Kai, UNY7 by CU Ta Siang K Chiang C Tip, TCM Siang KH, Turang Lane, Mount NHN, APA CINY Siang K Chiang, NHH Re, LBNH Eng LMCIG, LM Elch HGG Beach Bindin V Kata. NH Kian Li NITI Turk Mount M Dung Si Lin LN Ting Jith Mount Shti. Ta K Chiang. Phi L Eng LT and Con Chu UKM, Kier Ka NGI. Mun Mount MNHNH Phi TNPANGI Kier Dong Sich T Sijin, QTLN, TNNHC Eng C and Geach, Bit TM Asi Richo T Tiang MNH. Va K Cheng, Mount T MUTI Li K Chiang, Eng T Trong Ming Funra, NH Kian Li N Thy Vith Termic. K Chiang LN Ting, Na. So Mount LTBN HME HGG. VPAN KPHX TUTPH and Ra Thang Lynch TI NNMICIVKH Na DSAO Siang KChiang NH to Eng TKH LC KChiang Phi TTHN SAKNG CIPAN KUGOth N I them NGI Eng Deng Li Ta TI NHCN Chin Y Zem Quan Kata El Mount VD Treng Ter SAO Ta NHN Thy by Kasi CNGI Bitari PH ASO TAng LCNY NH Kian Lian Eng Thi Trin Thut PHPG PH AD Mount T LCNY NK Chiang Eng Si Hoa Sen Mik LKM Theo LVSC NH Te XGKH Mi K Chiang Thy PH and K ITI Ta Linti Ni and DG Li NH Vi UK Chiang Qua Y SA TNTU TPAN GIANY RT Then Trim Dung CHI Mong Man P LVNGI MCU Ku Turk Tip. CLT and Eng Seeth Siang PHT Hin Ra CVN. NH Kian Li and CI Len, Kichi Eng CUC Thi, Ta GI PNGI to Thang NI Zong Li Lane, Na Tip TC Thi, PHP VSC NH Hoa, Lin TDT Kui LN. Tooth NH Mount V Eng EXO, Y Bao PH2 NGI T Bay TI Turk NGI, VNK Kun. So Mount LT My Than Term Kim Sian Liter and NGI Chiang CRT Ra. Kui Siang TB and Trong, My VT Thang, Li Si My Con Ku Vieng Turo Ra. Bien Cheng Vakai, VPHNH Kian Lian K Chiang, Eng, KU Cheng Ta El Thang Ku, I Thang Ku IY. So Ki, the Eng Thut, PHHT Thang Thter and NGI, VNK Kun GI NH Kian Lian Mi Lane, now NHN High, Tip Theo Y Cheng to Siang LN, Hey LM Dung Si Cheng Dai, CIO Cho Eng Ra. NGI Eng NH Eng Te VO to VHN, U Vi Now, NH Kian Li NNG Vith Gidi Gidi U, Si Ri, De VO NGI, Vith NGI Tibo Term NH, NI Zong Lin Ki, NGI, Nai, Ra XAN KPHXA. Quan S Teeth Kin, Eng See Them NGH HNU LNHC Re. Vi N Thonka. TNIH Thang Kier L Chatter SAO. RT Nan BD Eng Sich Tiso NGI TTTI Ra. Va I Va N, Ithik Ra Va Re NGI CC Mount VN. Them, Liu Seeth VD Qua Thonka NH Kian Li N. M Geet Tahe Kchiang LC Hai Kui Sieng KNGI Fan K Term Mik Kchiang P M Dong Sich Leech Te VPHHN Ku T BOTNHI NGI SL Kauth PAN GIAth Bakht Terente PAN KNG and YTC Jin Ku TLN Terenth GE and YCNBN LKChiang CK Man RNO to NGI Hawk HN to NGI KPANCNCIC Ta Thy NGI Chen HLNMM GIA Banning Y Kuniu and NUC Choeng V Eng Rith Phi M Dong Sich Leng MYNANN Li C Phi LUCHGG Hey Kchiang RT Nan NGI S Bit Thi BY Turn HN Ta Va N I Zong Terenti Lin Zut Hin Mount Turn PHP PH and K Thy Vith Kin High BY Turn SAO HN Mount L